Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 Ultimate Team game. Today we are going to go auction house sniping. You see, we're sitting on this 92 overall Michael Vick, and we find an absolute snipe for 3.39 million coins and immediately pull the trigger. I'm kidding, guys, obviously. This is no auction house sniping. I probably just massively overpaid for this 92 overall quarterback, but it's not your ordinary Madden Ultimate Team player. It's Michael Vick. Everybody knows Michael Vick is the Madden god. Michael Vick came out today. You had to know we were going to do some gameplay with this man, even if it cost me my arm, my leg, my liver, my big toe, whatever it took. We were going to get Michael Vick. So we are going to be putting all the abilities on Michael Vick. Escape artist, fast break. We're going to throw homer on as well, just so you know, if we play at home, we can get Michael Vick in the zone faster. The X Factor ability we are going to be working on for Michael Vick today, as you guys check out the stat comparison compared to the best pocket passer in the game right now, Kurt Warner. You can see obviously the throwing stats are not looking Michael Vick's way, but speed, throw power, that's all you really need in Madden, right? So the actual X Factor we're working on right now is run and gun. And as you guys see, it says cannot be intercepted by the AI while throwing on the run. So it's pretty much a scrambling quarterback's version of Gambler, I suppose. So we'll see exactly how that plays out. That's cute. That guy has a Michael Vick of his own. That's a pretty high overall Michael Vick. Let me introduce you to Limited Edition Michael Vick taking the field, and Michael Vick will start out on offense. Just what we wanted to see, as Clinton Portis is trying to take the kick return back to the crib. Chill, Quentin. I know you're a little bit antsy out there. You're trying to earn your paycheck, but today it's all about what Michael Vick can do. So to get the run and gun X Factor ability, this is the first time we're working on it on the channel all year long. We have to complete 5 consecutive passes of over 5 yards in the air, as Michael Vick somehow turned that play into a positive until I swerved into Pat Tillman there and did not die. Thankfully, we actually get the fumble recovery, so that was a bit of a bailout as we go in the middle of the field to Zach Ertz. So since we have to complete 5 consecutive passes of over 5 yards in the air, we can't check it down, so that will definitely limit the way we pass the ball. Something's wide open underneath. Can't quite take it, but early on, we are making some great progress as Odell is tripped up at the 7. That is 3 for 3, and all of them over 5 yards in the air. And since we're playing at home, we only need 1 more completion to get Michael Vick's X Factor going, but Vick fumbles on his opening drive for the 2nd time, must I say, and this time we're not able to recover. The first one, I was cool with fumbling. Like, that was just dumb. I was cool with not even picking up the fumble recovery. That time, though, like, come on, man. Like, the trip tackle, Michael Vick, I just paid how many coins for Michael Vick for him to do that? Meanwhile, this guy, he's got Bo Jackson, not even, like, super starred up, and Bo is just running his way into the end zone as easy as you like it, and yeah, my opponent scores the first points of the game. So we're going to have to figure out how to play defense eventually if we want to win. In the meantime, though, Michael Vick is still 1 completion in the air over 5 yards away from getting his X Factor. If we can actually throw the ball. You see, I really don't want to check it down because I'm so close. I don't even want to throw an incompletion. I want to make sure something is wide open when I throw that ball. So Michael Thomas on that little spot route, that'll do. I was scared that this might have not been 5 yards in the air, but thankfully it was. So Michael Vick has run and gun activated, cannot be intercepted by the AI while throwing on the run. So we're about to get absolutely reckless with this limited edition Michael Vick and see what he can do. Even though we're down 0-7, that's not even on the run, and it's still a spectacular grab by Zach Ertz. So to knock Michael Vick out the zone, you have to either throw 2 incompletions, get sacked, or throw an interception. So a lot can knock Michael Vick out the zone, but this is quite the ability. We're just chucking this thing way downfield, and no one can intercept that ball. Apparently not even his user, which stays here as 2nd down. We're going to dump it down to Odell. I thought this would reset the incompletion counters, and since it was at 1 out of 2, I thought that would put it back at 0 out of 2. So it's actually just 2 total incompletions. So I learned something new right there. So 3rd down and 7, make sure we don't throw an incompletion and make sure we don't get sacked. That's also going to knock Michael Vick out the zone. Thankfully, that counted as a forward rush. So Michael Vick still with his X Factor on 4th down and 7. You know we had to go for it, and you know it's going to be incomplete, forcing that pass. That was a great play by my opponent's user right there. He had left Zach Ertz open on the previous play when I ran that same exact play, and that time he made the switch over to Ertz, so I didn't quite expect that. So that's going to knock Michael Vick out the zone, but as you guys see, Michael Vick not throwing interceptions out here. We got, you know, our gambler, our run and gun gambler on Michael Vick, so he's doing just dandy. We're down 14-0 in this game, unfortunately, so we got to wake up and kind of stop screwing around if we want to actually win this thing. So no more, you know, goofy. Oh, I was gonna say no more goofy plays with Michael Vick, and let's just run the best plays possible. But the best plays possible with Michael Vick might just be the goofy plays. Now that we ran the ball a couple of times, let's soften up those zones and find Torrey Holt, middle of the field on the post for the touchdown, and try to play some defense. Oh, maybe force a fumble. Harry the hitman like a heat-seeking missile, finding the returner. That's going to be a third down incompletion. The big hit from Ken Houston. We are laying the lumber all over the place. Fourth down from his own 21-yard line. Michael Vick is going for it, and Vick is going to throw an incompletion. As you guys might have noticed, he tried to throw a low pass. Michael Vick, I don't know if they put him as 5'11 or 6 foot flat in this game. Either way, he is definitely one of the shorter quarterbacks, you know, really to ever play in the NFL. So if you're thinking about low-balling passes, you better watch out, because that looked like it was open to Antonio Brown, but he just batted off the offensive lineman's head. So my opponent actually quit, even though we had just come back from down 14-0 to tie the game. We didn't even get the lead. So what we are actually in right now is Weekend League. What you guys saw before was a regular head-to-head online game. Now we're in Weekend League to see if Michael Vick can handle Weekend League. And in our first game, we get a cupcake matchup. This guy's top players are like 80, Patrick Mahomes and veteran Frank Gore. So we might be able to wild out with Michael Vick. Maybe force a quick rage quit. I'll try to keep the opponent in the game as long as we can, just to see how OP this Michael Vick can be. Vick in the open field, a whoop! Oh my, what an ankle breaker, and a whoop for you too! Michael Vick, big gain and not fumbling the ball. You like to see that. Now that sets up the play action. Michael Vick rolling in the pocket, finding the open man. Torrey Holt once again doing work for this squad in the middle of the field, putting us up 7-0 early in the going, and that will be a quick fumble recovery for us. So yeah, this game might be a blowout, and as we find Quentin Portis for the touchdown, as open as you like it, this guy might be on the verge of rage quitting. So what I am about to do is run commit. So we're going to skip to a third down play where I decided, you know what, this guy's probably going to quit if he gets a turnover on downs or just a turnover in general. So we run commit, we let Mike Evans so open that I actually dive down with Patrick Peterson just so we can keep this guy in the game. So the main reason why I'm doing this, because, like, honestly, this guy's team is not good, and we might be able to rack up some godly stats with Michael Vick and really cheese with that run and gun X-Factor ability. This is not the last game in the video, by the way. There's one more game in this video, and I really want you guys to stick it out, because that game is an absolute dandy. It's an instant classic. This game might turn into an instant classic as Michael Vick fumbles the ball. My opponent with a chance to tie the game somehow. That counts as a catch. Juju with the hands of steel. Fourth down and 2. I guess why not go to Juju underneath? He just caught that, you know, amazing catch. That time, though, Juju, no good. We're there with our user with Ken Houston, forcing the incompletion. It's a turnover on downs. And on the next play, Michael Vick on a QB power is gone. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fast break superstar ability on display. If you guys don't know what fast break does, you know, if you're new to the channel, because if you aren't new, you know, you haven't seen us play with Cam Newton or Lamar Jackson, the fast break superstar ability allows you to run design QB runs like QB powers, QB draws, read options, like an actual running back. You get like fluid running back animations as Michael Vick, middle of the field, once again the Torrey Holt. That play is absolute money. As we run those QB powers time and time again, as long as my opponent's not absolutely blitzing so I can have time to make that pass, that play is almost open every single time as we run a 2-point conversion for absolutely no reason. I thought about run committing on this play to keep my opponent in it, but Earl Thomas had his X Factor going, so I was like, you know what? Earl Thomas, drop back and see what you can do with your X Factor ability. And Earl Thomas actually gets the interception on the tip. So that will force the rage quit. So now let's go into our final game of the video, our second game of Weekend League. And spoiler, in this game, we are going to get Michael Vick in the zone. So you definitely want to stick around for multiple reasons as you guys check out our squad and his squad. He's got a nice team. He's got a nice Michael Vick. But once again, doesn't match up to the limited edition Michael Vick. I'm not going to lie. If I were that guy and, you know, day one Michael Vick comes out in a couple of hours and matching up against him, I'd be a little bit shook, right? I can't blame him. Oh, Michael Vick on the other side is definitely shook. Jalen Ramsey just ramming through the poor man, and he fumbles the ball. We get the fumble recovery, and on the first play, Vick in major trouble. Lawrence Taylor could be the antidote to Michael Vick with Escape Artist. That was Escape Artist, 88 speed on Michael Vick, all working itself out there, but Lawrence Taylor is a beast. So we are now at a third down and 27. Make it fourth down and 27. That was either defensive pass interference or the best timed hit stick you will ever see as we go for it, and we're going to get a completion underneath to Zach Ertz. What I did there was I was either going to go for the first down or try to add one to the Michael Vick run and gun X Factor counter. Even though we we've already activated it, I'm still trying to get that run and gun going and try to manage the play style because I want to get run and gun and I want to run the ball out with Michael Vick. So we'll see if we can mix that all in, and we can try it out pretty soon because we get the interception. My opponent puts his hands in the cookie jar, and maybe not. Michael Vick stay on the bench because Ken Houston's got himself a pick 6. Yeah, I thought about getting down right there with Ken Houston, but the way we're goofing around, like, look at this nonsense. Like, we needed that at least 6-point lead. I went for the 2-point conversion, tried a QB draw. Probably should just came out in a passing play and ran it with Vick because now we fumbled the ball, and Pat Tillman is well on his way to it's just a scoop and 2, whatever you want to call that. Here comes Torrey Holt trying to be the hero. Tillman with the kind of unnecessary stiff arm, and that's going to bring Michael Thomas into the play, and after all of that, the score is 6-0. So this game has a lot of fireworks early on, and we're just getting started today, folks. Michael Vick versus Michael Vick, 2nd down and 8. The blue Michael Vick, the Giants Michael Vick, with a clean pocket rolling out, and you notice he doesn't have escape artist. You can only get escape artist on Michael Vick with the limited edition Vick. The power up Michael Vick, you can't get escape artist on him. So that's just Michael Vick's speed. Michael Vick might as well have escape artist at this point of the year with that 88 speed, faster than any, you know, defensive lineman or outside linebacker out there. Besides really like Ryan Shazier or Patrick Willis, Michael Vick can scramble away from the best of them, or maybe Lawrence Taylor as well. It's the 2nd down and 7. I'm just sending the crib at this dude. We're not really going at it on defense. What I really want is quick drives. Whether we force a turnover or get a touchdown, or give up a touchdown, I'm not really concerned either way. Like, both of those are fine by me as Michael Vick out of Heavy Panther, what he started the game off with, and he's 2 for 2 on fumbling the ball with Vick on those runs. So he comes out passing, and it ends up being a perfect play call because, as I mentioned before, we're sending the crib at him, and he finds Dalvin Cook. That was my fault right there, falling asleep on that flat route. I didn't really know he had that route out of Heavy Panther. I was kind of just trying to learn exactly what Heavy Panther was all about. So, yeah, that's a lesson learned the hard way. Here's Michael Vick scrambling, and Vick trying to spin away from Tillman and Adams, and actually gets held short of the 1st down. So it's 3rd down and inches. We're passing, and that's going to be incomplete. That's not even close to the intended receiver. 4th down and inches. Passing once again, and this time it's going to be completed to Torrey Holt. We are doing a very poor job of trying to get Michael Vick his X-Factor ability, but Michael Vick is running the ball just fine, getting away from Von Miller. Adams with the containment, but Michael Vick is going to take the offense all the way to the 12-yard line with that monster gain. Next play, finding OBJ. That should have been a touchdown, but instead Odell might have to be put in the concussion protocol, and now I go from a touchdown on 1st down to a 3rd down and 18. Michael Vick got to get away from Taylor. We're stepping up. We're taking off and trying to make a big play. Fumbling the ball. That's Ty Law on the recovery after Derwin James got the forced fumble. The spin move with Vick, not so nice. The juke is pretty good. The spin, not so much. And this scoop and score by Ty Law, this time he's actually going to get the scoop and score. That hurt. Now we are down 8 points because remember, we went for the 2-point conversion earlier and did not get it, and we are struggling to pass the ball. Running the ball, Michael Vick is good, but considering we have to pass the ball to get Michael Vick his X-Factor, we need to turn it up a notch. Once again, just like the first game we played against the Jets, so we just kind of got to stop goofing around a little bit and kind of focus, make sure we don't bury ourselves down into a hole that we cannot get out of. Thankfully, that's going to count as a pass of over 5 yards in the air to Quentin Portis. He went out of bounds, stopped the clock. I tried to keep it in bounds, but I got stuck in that animation. That out route is also going to count, so we are now at 3 out of 5 since we're not at home. The counter is at 5 instead of 4 like it was in that earlier game. This should put us at 4 out of 5. Wide open, Torrey Holt burning Marshawn Lattimore in for the touchdown. Michael Vick's accuracy stats are not high, as you guys saw. They're not all 90s, which would make him an elite quarterback in this game, passing-wise, but Michael Vick still passes the ball well, so as I played this game, I didn't really have one play where I threw the ball at Michael Vick where I felt like it should have been a completion. All my incompletions I felt like were like really bad throws on the run or something like that, you know, as Vick, speaking of on the run, getting away from the defender and throwing that incompletion. Once again, he doesn't have escape artist on his Michael Vick, and he also cannot avoid Anthony Barr. Michael Strahan on the recovery, and we are in business right before the end of the first half. Here comes the blitz. Michael Vick trying to get away. As you guys see, though, that escape artist is not, you know, completely immune to getting sacked. I believe it was Jason Sehorn. He's definitely one of the faster players in the game right now who came off the edge. 40 cornerback blitz, though, since we got that completion to Zach Ertz, we're now in the zone with Michael Vick. Run and gun is activated once again, and this is a great time to have it. 3rd down and 8. It looks like he's only got 3 down linemen, so we should have time to hopefully scramble. And no, we're going way backward. And Lawrence Taylor was in a contain, and oh, I had my mind set on scrambling on that play. Should have probably stepped up in the pocket, right? Maybe, yeah, sounds like a good idea. Now we're at 4th down and 27 and going for it. And that's a catch. Is it a 1st down? Yes, it is. It's a 1st down. Okay. So now we have life one more time, at least to get a field goal to take the lead. Maybe not. We will sacrifice the field goal to give us a 2-point lead before the end of the first half by trying to squeeze that pass in, which if it was caught, I think would have been caught at the 1-yard line. I have no idea why he just dove with Torrey Holt right there. He could have tried to make a man miss. I guess he really wanted to try his luck with Michael Vick on the heavy Panther run, and that's not a good idea because we have a chance to make something happen. Unfortunately, no one was around for J.J. Watt to lateral the ball. Sad times. I really tried to make something happen on that play. So we get ball to start the second half, and we immediately start with a QB power to Michael Vick. And how powerful is this play? Michael Vick is going to go 75 yards untouched. The pure speed and ability of Michael Vick running that ball. And now we have to go for the 2-point conversion to make it a full touchdown lead, and thankfully, we get it to Odell Beckham Jr. I thought that was a bit of a late pass on the RPO. I figured I would get penalized on that and just have to kick the PAT. But thankfully, it worked out. That's why you got to throw it at least and take your chance, right? If you get penalized, especially on a 2-point conversion, worst things worse, you just kick the PAT or just go for it again, depending on the situation. So that's a big game by Todd Gurley. My opponent has Todd Gurley and Dalvin Cook as X Factor. So you know he wants to run this rock. He still wants to pass the ball at Michael Vick, though. And it seems like he's passing more than running. And why not? The passing game working out pretty well for him. But when he does use those running backs, they both have at least evasive. So they're just juking me out of my shoes every single time. That's Michael Thomas open, and that's Michael Thomas into the crib, and that will tie the game up at 21 apiece. We are putting Michael Vick in a very dire situation where he has to perform or else we lose the game, but that is what we want to do with this Michael Vick, right? We could blow everyone out, but what's really fun, what we really get to learn about Michael Vick is he clutch? Is he going to choke? Is he going to fumble the ball in key situations? So far, so good. 1st down, no fumble. Let's keep it going. Let's run this play one more time. It continues to work, letting those blocks align, but Von Miller from behind gets the strip sack. His signature move, well, it's not a strip sack, but it's still a strip. Von Miller does that all the time, so we had to know we had that coming for us. Unfortunately, in a battle for the ball, Ertz could not get it. Instead, it was Deacon Jones, and now on 2nd down and 10, my opponent has a 3rd down and 5. He was oh so close to putting his hands in the cookie jar as he goes read option with Michael Vick completely catching us off guard, and he's sliding. He's playing very conservative. He was taking some chances earlier in this game, but now he realizes that this might be the money drive for him, and we're still goofing around. He might be able to put us away. 2nd down and 5, though, nothing open in that pass. Is swatted by, it looked like JJ Swat himself. 3rd down and 5, it's a screen pass to Gurley. Vick just gets it off. What is not even close to fast enough? Oh man, we had that play so boxed up, and unfortunately, JJ Watt is not that fast. So now we start the 4th quarter with a 2nd down and 4. It's Dalvin Cook on the handoff, and Cook just going to fall forward for the 1st down at the 19-yard line. I really just want to get Michael Vick back on the field, but hopefully we can play some defense first. Forcing the throwaway on 1st down, we're off to a good start. 2nd down, he's going to throw the RPO, but we got 2 defenders there. Jalen Ramsey, perfect coverage. 3rd down and 12. Let's just bend but don't break. And he's got absolutely nothing open here except for the throw underneath, which he will throw to Michael Thomas, but Michael Thomas actually doesn't make the catch. A fortunate break for us, because if he got that, he might have gone for it on 4th down. Instead, he kicks the field goal, which is 100% fine by me, because now we're in the driver's seat. We could win the game with a touchdown, but are we going to fumble the ball before we get into the end zone? That is the risk we will definitely take with Michael Vick, right? We could play conservative and just, throw some dots, or we could go back to the play we literally just fumbled on, right? Unfortunately, that play was kind of boxed up. I ran a little bit scared, so 2nd down, we're going to switch it up. We're going to throw the RPO to Odell Beckham Jr. He sends the house, and we're going to make him pay. Odell the 20, the 15, the 10, and trying to juke out Ty Law down at the 8-yard line. Field goal range to tie the game. Check. But let's not turn this ball over, and let's definitely try to score a touchdown to take the lead. Vick smartly sliding down at the 5 or 4-yard line, and this will take us to the 2-minute warning. How about that stat line from Michael Vick? 9 rushes, 158 yards. Let's try to get a couple more on the QB draw, and Vick untouched for the lead. Limited edition Madden Ultimate Team 10 edition Michael Vick that we paid so many coins for. That's why we pay the coins, baby. Give us that 4-point lead. At this point, I'm thinking like, man, if I didn't, not kick that field goal before the end of the first half, I would have had a more comfortable lead. Because now my opponent, if he gets a touchdown, he has plenty of time to do that. Only 2 timeouts to work with. He just outright wins the game. So I'm definitely nervous. I really want to win this game. And we're going to get ourselves a stop by forcing the fumble with Ryan Shazier. He got too cute with the sticks, and we just sat and waited on him. And now Michael Vick shaking off the tackle, and Michael Vick looking to put the dagger in this one. And Michael Vick in the end zone once again, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. My opponent has no answer for that power. What do you do when the blocking is just that aligned the way we had it, and Michael Vick is that deadly with the ball in his hands, and then he shakes off the tackle too? What do you do about that? Once again, fast break really working wonders for us. This Michael Vick has fast break as well, and Ken Houston might not have eyes because yeah, he was right there and then he ran away. So that was cool. And my opponent definitely still trying to work himself back into this game somehow, some way. And if he does score a touchdown, I'm not going to sit on the ball. I will still try to run the ball on Michael Vick and have some fun. So we'll see. Or if he scores a field goal. Actually, a field goal does nothing here. It's going to be a, what? Actually, no. Field goal makes it an 8-point game. So we can still kick the field goal if he wants. Dalvin Cook, though, looking for the touchdown. How about that? Spinning away from Lawrence Taylor. LT, come on, man. As he runs, hurry up here. We just got to bend, but don't break, as we are trying to gamble with some pressure. No, we bluff it. We go coverage. Vick just gets it off before Taylor gets there. And George Kittle finds the end zone. Now the 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game with 33 seconds left. Vick looking to pass. Nothing open, and that'll be swatted and incomplete. So now if my opponent does manage to get a stop, he needs a touchdown, but he's not going for the onside kick. This is definitely an interesting play call. We'll keep the epic music going because I might just sell if we run with Michael Vick, or we might just bust off one more dagger touchdown run. The only way to find out is, well, by not giving the ball to Michael Vick on first down. We give it to Odell. I called the wrong play there, believe it or not. And because of that, we are now at a 2nd down and 10. But the good news is Odell Beckham Jr. is in the zone, right? So let's go read option for sure now with Michael Vick. He's sending the house. Vick keeps, and Vick loses the ball. Deacon Jones got it, but thankfully Zach Ertz makes a tackle, and now my opponent at the 15-yard line needing a touchdown to win the game. Oh my, have things changed in this one quickly. 18 seconds left. Michael Vick as clean of a pocket as you like it, and he might think about taking off here. He's killing time oh so critically. He does get out of bounds with 12 seconds left at the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 6. End zone or bust. Once again looking to pass. We're only rushing 3, and that is caught by Thomas, but Thomas doesn't establish himself in the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 1. It stops the clock, and now Heavy Panther with the game on the line, passing and intercepted. He puts his hands in the cookie jar, and with the game on the line, SMH kid, what are you doing? Ken Houston, wave goodbye. That is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What a finish, what a game. It's gonna be 41-30, but I'm not going to call it the final score because you know we're going for 2. I got to show OBJ some love, man. He's got this max security, so let's just throw it to Odell, let him possession catch it. There you go, Odell. You happy? So that's the game, man. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed that thriller and just the Michael Vick gameplay in general, and the fact that I spent so many coins to get him. Like, man, I don't know how many coins I lost on that one, but hopefully this video does well. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.